All right, man. So we went over to streetwear, Atlanta Streetwear Market.
What you been doing?
You know, bro,
What you been up to?
lately it's been a whole lot of content creating, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Come on, man. It's been a whole lot of content creating, bro.
But not to cut you off, but before you even go to that, what have you just been doing as far as revitalizing yourself and your soul?
Well, first of all, I start and end every day with a prayer. Cause that's
And what's driving that lately?
moms. You know, cause our story. I mean, for those that know us personally, you know, we both lost our moms. So, and they were centerpieces, obviously, in our life, just like everybody's. So, you know, I try to do a lot of communicating, you know, with her, and that's where the prayer comes back in. Well, you know, we're from Bell Chapel. You feel me? Right on Palouse. So we was raised in the church, and you know, over time, I kind of feel like I got distant from that. But when I lost moms,
everybody did.
You know what I'm saying? But we came like back around. You know, life come back around. It's a boomerang. So
you've been searching for everything that's been influencing you from when you were young again.
Exactly, which leads me into why I just got back hooping again.
What you been doing with the hooping though?
Well, I mean, bro.
Well, what are you doing as you get up and like? What's your routine as far as hooping now?
Okay, well, first of all, before the hooping even started, I started getting up at 5 a.m. Because we started researching about, you know, just success and trying to change your life, right, and your trajectory. And one of the things that a lot of 1%ers are about is they get up very, very early. And the reason that is because they're maximizing their day. They're maximizing, and it really balances you and it refocuses you.
Right.
You know, because like when you get up that early, bro, you have time to think. Like I feel creative.
You don't get straight on your phone.
No, bro. I go to the gym, get to the sauna, get to the court, and you just it's just because I know and honestly, you kind of inspired me to get back in the gym because you really started going to the gym heavy and was losing a whole bunch of weight, and I was like, damn, I really need to. And this guy is the reason I even started the hoop series because I was just in there hooping and posting it in my stories. He was like, bro, what are you doing?
That's a part of you posted on your page.
So it's been going up. It's been doing pretty well for the first.
What I've been learning is, as far as routine, as much as I've been trying to just fall back away from like you and people I'm close to, away from like I've been trying to fall back from everything as well as everybody is just revitalizing myself as a human. I forgot the samurai dude name, but it was like Miyoto Masushi or something like that, and he mastered the art of loneliness. But the thing is, though, even with the loneliness factor, because there's a positive point, there's a lot of positivity that come with that. You can't get away from inspiring people. So even if you showing somebody that had to master their art of being alone to be able to reconfigure themselves or somebody else that's going to identify with somebody else, so that's just going to inspire them too. So no matter what you do in terms of trying to fall back or get it together, whatever the case, somebody is either at your age, younger than you, or older than you trying to figure out how to do the same exact thing. So even if you try to fall back from everything in the world, somebody else is going through the same exact thing as you. So no matter what, since there's so many people in the world, you gotta share at least inspiration. Even if you're not around a bunch of people, you still gotta whatever your energy is that's getting you to be productive in life is gonna automatically inspire somebody else.
That's true, bro.
Even if you're trying to fall back. And I've been trying to fall back.
You know how I know that's true, bro? Because we used to get into this about this, like, bro, like post that, right? And I'm somebody who I think overthink to a fault where it stops me and it hinders me from doing stuff.
Anybody who's a great creative artist overthinks. That's why they're great creative artists.
Exactly, but you always got to remember, and what he's saying is real game, bro, because, you know, like you said, it's always, bruh. It's always, bruh. This is a big world with a lot of people. You are not the whatever you experiencing. Somebody already experienced it, or is going to experience.
Yeah, as they would say, you know what I mean, in the streets, I done forgot what you ain't learned yet. You feel
Hello, you know, I'm talking about the isms, you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, don't be scared to share your journey along the way, the struggles, the wins, the losses, whatever. I know people like to play it real secretive and whatnot, but don't be too secretive. Mm-hmm. You know, still open up yourself to the world. You have to have some vulnerability to have, like, that's the compromise. Mm-hmm. In order for me to connect to you, I have to have some level of vulnerability for you to be like, okay, I feel like I'm just like Brett.
Identifiable.
Or I can identify with what you going through, bro. What you talking about?
So you've been getting up, same with me, hitting the sauna. You've been doing your basketball thing. I've been really just stairmastering and like cutting just different ways I never did before. The gym is like a science lab, basically, where you like working on yourself as an experiment, and then you go out there into the free world and do whatever it is you do. So you've been doing that to basically redesign yourself, and it's working because a lot of people, regardless of the fact that you're doing it in the sight of social media or just for yourself, a lot of people I see want to get in the gym with you now.
For sure. For sure.
Which leads to me, us going into, that's the content creation part of it, of just putting it up, the posting and da-da-da. But that lets you know, how could I say this? That what you're doing on a day-to-day basis is bigger than us just dropping music now.
Exactly. And that kind of leads into, let me ask you this. With the state of like the music game right now and how you see content, what do you think of content versus music? What's more impactful right now?
I used to be able to figure out where hip hop is going next. I know where it could go now in terms of us as a self drive, but you used to be able to predict the culture and where it was going. But I think, and I don't want to complain, but because us as a culture, we don't own what we need to own of it 100%. It gets shifted in terms of what get pushed out there to the masses and what you have to work on the underground level to just create, I guess, your quote unquote cult following or your fan base. So I think honestly, with the DD172 is going to rebound the same thing with the spitters. What everybody was doing 10 to 12 years ago as far as everyday lifestyle stuff, and then dropping your music to be able to get the reaction out of it, versus before you could drop a dope music video and go viral and
that could blow you up.
Everybody could talk about it on Twitter for a month straight or whatever, and then the cameras will come try to find you and interview you about the artistic direction. Now it's like they just gotta feel like they know you in order to, because too many of the young content creators is living like rappers now. So they iced out, they doing their thing, they making a dough, they making more dough, to be honest with you, than a lot of people who's in music deals. So there's no excitement as far as the discovery of how music drops versus you scroll on your phone and you figure out somebody just released.
Well, do you think? Let me ask you this way: do you think instant? Because we live in an age where like anybody can be their own production team, right? Like we shooting this right now. We don't have anybody holding the camera. You can do your own stuff. So, do you think that like it's sort of like an instant gratification thing versus like you remember like even all right? Let's talk about like the blog era, right? Like you kind of just mentioned. There was anticipation for things. You know what I'm saying?
Like break a link on the internet.
Yeah, like we can't.
You had to drag all of them songs into your iLibrary or whatever, your library on your iTunes or whatever the case.
People used to wait for releases.
But that lets you know that people used to listen and nod to music without having to touch their phone or just be in the car riding to the store. They used to actually roll up.
Yeah, for sure.
Get some wine. Some
it was an event. It was an event for you to release something.
It's an event. Shout out to Drilla.
It was eventful. It's an event. It was eventful for you to release something. Now it's kind of like it's so much content. It's so much music.
It's influencing now more than it is. More than it is.
So do you think what's gonna make somebody listen to your music? It's the lifestyle that you present. Is it the personality that you present to the world?
Yeah, personality.
Because like
personality
you said,
is what. Let's cut it and then do it. This is actually good.